Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, I make decent money, so why does it always feel like I'm barely getting ahead? You're not alone. Many people are trapped in the same financial cycle, not because they don't work hard, but because they're spending money on things they think are assets when they're really the very things dragging them down. And here's the truth. Some of these so-called assets are shockingly common, even among people earning six figures or more. That's why in today's video, we're going to break down 10 of the worst assets that keep people stuck financially. Some might surprise you, some might sting a little, but knowing this could be the turning point in your financial journey. But before we jump in, if you're serious about building wealth, escaping the debt trap, and making smarter money moves, then hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and let's level up together. Because financial freedom isn't about how much you make. It's about what you keep and what you don't waste it on. Ready? Let's begin. To understand what makes an asset bad, we first need to define what a real asset is. An asset, in simple terms, is anything that puts money into your pocket, either now or in the future. It appreciates, it grows, it works for you. But a bad asset, it might look valuable. It might even feel like progress when you first get it. But in reality, it bleeds your wallet slowly. It's like planting a tree that only grows downward, burying your wealth instead of building it. The danger? Most of these assets are socially accepted, even praised. That's why it's so easy to fall into the trap. Let's get into it. Here are the 10 worst assets keeping people broke, and what you should know before you spend another dollar. Number 1, a car you can't truly afford. James was 28. He had just landed his first high-paying job after years of grinding. To celebrate, he bought the car he'd always dreamed of, a brand new BMW. Leather seats, glossy black finish, Bluetooth everything. At first, it felt like success. He was finally somebody. But 6 months in, reality hit hard. The monthly payments were brutal. Insurance costs kept rising. Maintenance? Let's just say one minor scratch cost more than his entire grocery bill for a month. That car, which once symbolized freedom, became a financial leash. And James isn't alone. Many people confuse owning a luxury car with wealth. But unless that car is generating income, say, for business or content creation, it's a depreciating asset. It starts losing value the minute you drive it off the lot. Worse, it quietly drains you. High fuel costs, pricey insurance, repairs, taxes. And let's not forget opportunity cost. Money that could have been invested working for you. Moral of the story? Don't let your car drive your finances into the ground. Number 2, overpriced degrees that don't pay off. Meet Jason. He dreamed of being successful. Everyone told him the path was clear. Go to college, get a degree, and the money will follow. So he did exactly that, except he chose a $200,000 private university. He was stuck, not just with the weight of his degree, but with $1,200 in monthly student loan payments. His job barely paid above minimum wage, and every dollar he made vanished into rent, bills, and interest. It felt like a trap, a very expensive one. Here's the truth no one talks about. Not all degrees are worth the debt. In today's world, knowledge is everywhere. Online certifications, apprenticeships, even self-taught skills can earn you a great living, sometimes more than a 4-year degree ever could. Jason eventually pivoted. He learned digital marketing online and now earns 6 figures. But he's still paying off her degree 10 years later. Lesson? Don't pay Harvard prices for a degree that won't earn Harvard returns. Education is powerful, but only when it comes with strategy. Number 3, high-interest credit card debt. This is Marcus. He didn't live extravagantly, just the usual. A few takeout dinners, a new phone, some holiday shopping. Small things until they weren't. Marcus started with 1 credit card, then another. Before he knew it, he had 5. And every month, he paid the minimums, thinking he was staying afloat. But the interest? It was eating him alive. $9,000 in credit card debt doesn't sound impossible until you're paying 22% interest on it. Suddenly, you're throwing away thousands a year just to stand still. Here's what many don't realize. High-interest debt isn't just a bill. It's a financial black hole. It keeps you trapped, stressed, and constantly behind. Marcus didn't truly escape until he faced the numbers. He used a debt snowball strategy, tackling the smallest balances first, gaining momentum. It took 2 years of sacrifice, but he finally broke free. The takeaway? Credit cards can build your credit or break your bank. If you don't control them, they'll control you. Number 4. Buying a new car every few years. This is Brianna. Every few years, she drove off the lot in a brand new car. The fresh smell, the smooth ride, it made her feel successful. In her neighborhood, appearances mattered. In her car, that was her statement. But what Brianna didn't see was the slow financial bleed. That sleek $40,000 SUV, it lost nearly 20% of its value the moment she drove it home. Within 5 years, it was worth half. Yet the payments remained the same, $600 a month, plus insurance, plus maintenance. Brianna cycled through new cars, always upgrading, always resetting the loan clock. Over 10 years, she'd spent over $80,000, with nothing to show for it but fleeting admiration and rapidly depreciating assets. Then one day, her older brother, an accountant, sat her down. He showed her how that same money, if invested even moderately, could have become a $100,000 portfolio. That was her wake-up call. Today, Brianna drives a 5-year-old, reliable Toyota, fully paid off. She doesn't care about turning heads anymore. She's too busy building wealth. Lesson learned? A car should take you places, not take your future. Buy smart, not flashy. Number 5. Always renting, never owning. For years, Chris lived in a trendy apartment in downtown Chicago. Rooftop pool, gym access, floor-to-ceiling windows, it was perfect. But perfection came at a price, $2,800 a month. And every year, rent crept higher. Chris told himself renting gave him freedom, no maintenance, no strings attached. But after 8 years, he did the math. He had spent nearly $270,000 on rent. Money gone, with no equity, no ownership, nothing to his name but memories of brunches and skyline views. Then, a friend invited him over to her modest home in the suburbs. She had bought it 5 years ago. Her mortgage? $1,600 a month. And unlike Chris, her payments were building something. Her home was now worth $100,000 more than she paid. That night, Chris couldn't sleep. 2 months later, he made a shift, not just in address, but in mindset. He bought a duplex in an up-and-coming neighborhood. He lives in one unit, rents out the other. His tenant's rent nearly covers the mortgage. Now, Chris isn't just living, he's leveraging. Lesson? Renting may feel easy now, but it often trades short-term comfort for long-term regret. Ownership, even small, builds wealth quietly. Number 6. Ignoring credit scores. Angela never cared much for her credit score. She paid for everything in cash, avoided loans, and thought credit cards were just traps waiting to happen. It felt responsible until life happened. When her car broke down on a rainy Monday morning, she needed a replacement fast. She found a used car she loved, affordable, efficient, reliable. But when the dealership ran her credit, her score was so low, she didn't qualify for the standard loan. Instead, she got stuck with a high-interest subprime loan. Her monthly payments were brutal. Over time, she paid nearly double the car's value, all because she hadn't built credit. Angela was stunned. She had avoided debt like the plague, yet her credit score still failed her. So she changed course. She got a secured credit card and used it sparingly. Groceries, gas, always paid in full. Within a year, her credit score climbed. By year 2, she refinanced the car loan and cut her interest rate in half. Today, Angela's credit works for her, not against her. The lesson? Ignoring your credit score doesn't make it go away. But nurturing it, even a little, can open doors, or in Angela's case, the driver's side door. Number 7. Spending to impress others. Jared always had a flair for luxury. Even when he wasn't earning much, he made sure his clothes were designer, his Instagram feed was curated, and his car lease was nothing short of premium. People admired him, or so it seemed. But what they didn't see were the sleepless nights, the credit card bills piling up, the feeling of dread when he checked his bank balance. It wasn't that Jared didn't know better. It's just that he believed looking successful would eventually lead to being successful. But that moment never came. His turning point came during a quiet dinner with an old friend, someone who'd recently hit 7 figures in net worth. The friend showed up in beat-up sneakers, drove a 10-year-old car, and paid for dinner in cash. That night, something clicked. Jared realized real wealth doesn't need to prove itself. So he changed. He sold the flashy car, cleared his credit cards, started living below his means and above his stress. He unfollowed influencers who pushed luxury as a personality. And slowly, he built something authentic, not just a brand, but a bank account that finally backed it up. Now Jared doesn't spend to impress strangers. He invests to impress his future self. The lesson? Every dollar spent on appearances is a dollar that doesn't build freedom. The truly wealthy? They're often the ones you'd never guess. Money isn't just about numbers. It's about mindset. From buying liabilities that lose value to trying to impress people who don't care, the path to poverty is often paved with good intentions and bad habits. But here's the truth. Wealthy people don't just earn more. They think differently. They avoid the noise. They invest in assets, not distractions. They live intentionally, not impulsively. Whether you're earning $30,000 or $300,000 a year, the same rules apply. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Say no to liabilities that disguise themselves as status symbols. Stop playing financial catch-up just to fit in. The habits that keep you poor are sneaky, but once you spot them, you can replace them with strategies that build real freedom. And remember this, you don't need $1 million to start acting like a millionaire. You just need discipline, awareness, and the courage to make better choices today. Which of these money traps have you fallen into? And which one are you committed to fixing first? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real talk financial content that actually helps you grow. Turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Your future self will thank you.